In a Uscreen live stream titled Uscreen in 2021 and Beyond, a commenter posed this question. Why is a streaming platform using YouTube instead of its own platform? Well, Uscreen's founder indirectly answers that question in a stream titled How Uscreen's Customers Make $100 Million Per Year. Here's what he had to say.
We love YouTube, and the reason YouTube is such a great tool for everyone is it's free. It's a free search engine. It's the biggest search engine, the free search engine. You put content up, it becomes evergreen. So we want our customers to use YouTube. It's absolutely a benefit. Uscreen and YouTube do not compete. Uscreen is a premium content platform where YouTube is your free search engine to reach the world. So you can really leverage YouTube to broadcast and leverage the powerful search engine. The second largest search engine in the world is YouTube, to spread your brand and find leads and nurture them down into your premium channel with Uscreen.
Now, to put this humorously, and I want you to listen carefully to me, here is a simple way of putting it. YouTube is freemium, while Uscreen is premium. While YouTube does offer the partner program as a means for its creators to earn a living, it's very volatile and unreliable, as we've seen with the adpocalypse, and even more. Plus, let's not forget about the 4,000 hours of watch time you need and 1,000 subscriber count wall that you have to climb over before you can even be considered to enroll in this program. Now with Uscreen, you can start making a living right away. There are no prerequisites. You determine your video catalog's worth. In a LinkedIn article titled "The Content Graph is Killing the Creator Economy and What to Do About It" by Jim Louderback, he makes an excellent point here. The last 10 years were all about revenue. Bottom of the funnel marketing stuff for creators, where a view converted to cash either directly or through in-video branded content. But those days are waning. Over the next 10 years, creators need to use social video platforms as a top of the marketing funnel tool. Forget the easy cash. Instead, focus on awareness first and then turn viewers into a creator-owned community that exists outside of the platforms themselves. Allow me to give you a visual demonstration of this. So this is a visual representation of what Jim Louderback was actually talking about, where you have these platforms such as YouTube being at the bottom of your funnel. And this is a very simplistic take on the marketing funnel, the sales funnel, but it's very simple in terms of understanding. At the very top, you would usually raise the awareness through your social channels. You would create your content and maybe disperse it natively to each social channel. But with certain platforms, YouTube being the main one, most creators approach it as the bottom of their marketing funnel, meaning that it's the end goal. This is their sole source of income, where they're dependent on Adsense, subscribers, the views, the brand sponsorships, the streams, live streams, super chats, and everything else, which I may note here is going to be more active. It's not really truly passive income. It's going to be more active because it's going to require your time. It's going to take your time to be on those live streams, which, granted, you're building that rapport, the relationship, setting the groundwork with your audience. But in terms of the monetization rally, it's going to be very single-handed. All right. And when I say single-handed, meaning that this is going to be one time pretty much. That's what that basically means. So when Jim Louderback was talking about making the actual platform your end game, that time is coming to an end. And I've never taken this approach. I've never wanted to actually depend on YouTube for its AdSense or everything else. From the very beginning of my YouTube channel, I had plans on monetizing it in a very different way. So it's never been my bottom go-to. It's always been my email list or even products or services that I was actually creating myself. Now, with Uscreen, on the other hand, it flips that whole idea upside down to where it includes YouTube at the very top of the awareness piece of the funnel, with Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Meta. And of course, for both, you always have to have emotional buy-in that comes over time. As people are consuming your content, they're getting to know you. If you're making great content, they're going to enjoy it. They're going to connect with you and all these other things. But you have to understand now with Uscreen monetization, this is going to be like truly passive, because these are if you really have hardcore super fans, as Pat Flynn would like to actually call them, they're going to be paying you recurrently on a monthly basis. Granted that you're still making very good content, you're updating it, especially if you're in the fitness space, which Uscreen is really good for. You have these fitness influencers who have these platforms, these brands, and they're leveraging it, and their audience is just eating it up, and they're more than willing to actually pay the passive income and the recurring payments. And get this, if your viewers are actually paying that monthly payment and you're constantly feeding them the content, they're not feeling like they have to constantly make these new payments whenever you're having new content to come about. So this is going to be more passive, because you have the opportunity to offer your customers, your viewers, a monthly or annual subscription, and you can actually offer them purchases for individual pieces of content. It's not going to be as active as YouTube, where you have to, in order for you to like rake in and take advantage of their monetization, you have to do these like live streams to gain its super chats for people to make the donations to you, and several other things where you have to make these one-time deals with brand sponsorships and then get paid just for one video that you actually done. The only thing really passive is with the actual AdSense itself when the ads play on the video. But even with that is very volatile. You never know how much you're going to make in AdSense revenue every time you have a video, or even views, and it's all going to be dependent on your niche, your categories, all the other stuff. But with Uscreen, you have total control from the very start. That's just what it is. Medium, a social platform for writers, also provides a partner program of its own for its pool of talent. However, the spoils go to the most popular algorithmic darlings in its sphere. One popular Medium writer dished on making his personal website traffic higher than what he has on Medium, despite being wildly successful on the platform. Now, he could solely rely on Medium's income as he's earned the top spot, but is deciding to pivot soon to focus on his own digital real estate. Here's what he had to say about building his own platform. I'm going all in on search engine optimization in 2022. I plan to use SEO to build a ton of traffic to my personal blog and use that traffic to build my list and start to build a personal brand that's totally independent of Medium. When it's all said and done, I plan on my personal website traffic to be higher than my Medium blog. I'm going back through all of my old Medium articles and crediting them back to my personal blog. Also, I'm writing new search engine optimized blog posts and crediting them back to my personal blog the right way. No matter what platform you're on, unless you are in the top percentage of performers/creators, chances are you're not making much or not even qualified to be in anybody's partner program. In closing, YouTube is not Uscreen's enemy, and Uscreen is not in competition with YouTube. Whether you're a potential customer or not, here's one key takeaway from this video. Build your own and stop relying on just social platforms as the income source itself. The chances of you making a killing are small. If and when you decide to go premium as a video creator, Uscreen is the ish. Even if you're a small creator, you have a higher chance of earning a living utilizing Uscreen's system rather than waiting on the day that the social gods grant you access to their program.